Hello, everyone, and how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Alan?
I'm doing good.
Or Mr. Robinson.
Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson.
Great way to open the show.
Oops.
It's cool. Yes, everyone, this is Rooftop Chats, the casual podcast where we bullshit anything and everything. And I really like I said that by accident in the last show, but I thought, you know what, that's a good tagline for the show that I'm just going to stick with it.
It is good because we don't have anything written down or really prepared. So we are just bullshitting our way through this hour.
Pretty much. I mean, we do have some articles listed up. Now 100% McJuggerNugget free.
Yay!
So we don't have to give any more attention to that fake hillbilly country family. I was trying to be nice as possible to them. They deserve no. If they're not nice to each other, why should we?
McJuggernuggets is grateful to you.
I guess so. Yeah, because I keep promoting his stuff.
Yeah,
the last
stop
two
it.
shows. Well, luckily this time we will stop it. But what we will be having is my brother, who you guys have heard on the Jaws 4 commentary, was in Texas for a month, and he had some really, let's just say, interesting stories with his experiences in Texas with our extended family without someone to keep him from going insane like me. But I mean, before we get him in here, how have you been?
I've been good. Trying not to melt in this heat wave we're going through. So I chopped off my hair.
It looks nice.
Thank you. Yeah. Other than that, I've been still binge watching Frasier and excited to watch Doctor Who tomorrow.
Has that not started, the new season?
Oh, it has. I've been watching every week, but I watch it on Amazon Prime. So I get it on Sundays instead of Saturdays.
Oh, okay. It's like sounds like college all over again. Like,
yeah.
Like the Daily Show when I was in college, it's like Daily Show would come on like on a Monday, but I'd have to watch it Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Well, come on Thursday, I'd watch it Friday morning, so and so. But
one day you'll just be able to watch it from your computer or other form of TV viewing, as opposed to just having cable.
That'd probably be nice.
Yeah.
You'd probably get a little like better looking quality. Because when I was at, I had to watch some TV back in like my last year of college, and all I had was like a stupid like $3 cable I had to buy at CVS.
Yeah.
And like I sold the TV, but it was actually a nice TV, but just plugging it into the wall, it just looked like, wow, this is a show from 1989. No, okay, maybe not that, 1999.
Man, that's still pretty old though, especially compared to like HD things now.
We're old.
My brother is kind of hilarious though, when we'll be flipping through channels and he'll turn on a movie and he's like, "What? This isn't an HD?"
I know. I've come across like back when I used to watch movies like through just the regular TV. It's just like this isn't in full screen, or even if it does fill up the entire TV, it's like it doesn't look good. It's like when
whenever the ratio's off,
it's either stretched out or it looks like you're watching a YouTube video at 36. I got distracted by the window again. It's still taped up, but the wind's still moving it around. I gotta stop talking about that window.
or fix it.
Yes, at like 360p.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like watching a YouTube video with that level. Yeah, where am I going with this? This is exactly where like we literally do not have anything written. We just bullshit our way through.
Yeah. Let's see, YouTube. What have I seen on YouTube recently? Nothing too great. Some viral videos of the week, I guess, that George Takei posts on his Facebook page.
Oh, was that about which one?
I know, he
That's
posts
a good
so
question.
many, and those are really the only YouTube videos I watch.
Yeah. I accidentally watched Captain America: The Winter Soldier again.
Oh yeah.
And
I haven't seen that once, So I
You've only seen it once?
No, I haven't seen it like at all.
Oh, I gotta loan you my copy then. But why? Like, you might be asking yourself, you and our listeners, why would I watch it by accident? If it's a movie that I've said is really good, why would I watch it by accident?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wanted to watch the opening scene, with the whole little joke on your left. And then that suddenly turned into, from me watching that opening scene to me just finishing the whole movie. I've done that with Toy Story 3 also.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch the opening and it's like, wait, I can't stop this. I don't want to stop it though.
Well, then that's not accidentally watching it. That's just
well, it's like you had no idea, you had no plans to actually watch the movie, so you just went through it. And here's my brother now.
Hi guys.
Yes, this is Nick again.
Pull up my own chair. He didn't set one out for me, bastard.
I had to grab one for myself too.
Right.
What the hell?
I know. What kind of producer are you?
Yeah, I'm new to this. Anyway, Nick, Cassie, Nick.
We met inside.
We met earlier.
Hello,
Okay.
Nick. It's
I opened
lovely
the door
to see
for
you
her.
again.
Where were you
Right.
during that?
I was setting up the show.
Fine.
That's
you and your
one of the jobs.
excuses.
Anyway, you're in here to shed some light on what it's like to be with your extended family in Texas for a month.
Yeah, that
And-
was a trip.
And also for any of my extended family who might be listening, I apologize in advance. Anything we say is
crap.
is for a joke.
Well, now you have me thinking, like, should I not say this?
They know, and they criticize
know?
they criticize us for like our California isms.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know where to start. I guess just from the beginning, I went to Texas not too long ago for about 3 weeks to work for my grandpa and my uncle. It was a trip.
What
It
part
was-
of Texas?
San Antonio. So it wasn't,
Oh, nice.
no, it wasn't the completely dead, creepy, weird area. It was the not as creepy, weird area.
Well, I
of
was born
San
there.
Antonio.
Oh, okay. See, my extended family lives in the creepy dead area
Oh.
of Texas.
All right. Well, I don't know anything about that yet, but for San Antonio, it's really different, I guess, from LA. Because I don't even know where to start.
Well, did you go to the boardwalk at all?
I went to
Or the Riverwalk?
I went to the
That's what it's
Riverwalk
called.
for a little bit, but for the most part, I was out in like the outskirts of Texas, where everything is just circling the one freeway that goes
Mhm.
north and south. And I spent way too much time there. I kind of hated it after a little while.
Oh, sad.
Because it's just a freeway. It's north and south, and corporations and gated communities just crowd around the freeway. You can't see my hand gestures, but I'm doing something kind of weird. It's I'm supposed to be telling crowding, but you can't see it. Sorry about that, viewers, listeners. Damn it. So anyway, Texas. Let's start off with the work I did for my uncle. The first day was hell because my uncle does this, or our uncle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not just mine. He has this he has this business called Games to You that brings like a truck that has a bunch of video games in it to like kids parties and events and stuff. But
Sounds awesome.
it is, until not working on it as much. I mean, the truck's fine, but it's everything else. Like, he also has these human hamster balls and all these big giant inflatables.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, again, it sounds cool. Setting them up sucks.
Can he do my party?
He's if you want to have it in San Antonio, I'm sure he could.
What, you can't fly him out here?
Well, I would also have to fly what is pretty much an RV of video games.
That's doable.
So, basically the first day, we just had, it was 100-something degrees.
I'm sorry, there is a very large red spider.
Okay,
and on the ceiling.
Okay, I saw that spider.
I apologize, listeners.
Totally fine.
I think it's a wolf or mouse spider, and
Yeah, I think
apparently
I tried to get it earlier, and
Oh, God.
it was like looking at me with its giant eyes. So
oh
I'm
my
gonna
God, it's moving.
Jeez.
I'm gonna try to take care of it.
I'm
You
pretty
guys-
sure Peter Parker would get radioactiveness from this spider, and oh my God, what is it doing?
Don't give me any
He
ideas.
wants to be on the show. It's got its own little stories
Oh,
to tell.
It's like in attack mode.
Put it on the mic.
See,
No.
I've never seen a spider like lift its arms like that. Oh my God, it's gonna jump.
Okay, well,
Don't do it. You have so much to live for, like the DVD case Xander's holding to squish
Oh
you
my
with.
God.
You're gonna use a DVD case? Use
It's-
like a. You got like a whole bunch of other things you could do, like folders and stuff.
just keep talking about Texas.
But
I'm not sure we can concentrate
yeah,
anymore.
this spider's like moving a lot.
Okay, I'm also not gonna stop the show.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, I'm not sure if people can hear you. I'm staying right here, ladies and gentlemen, so you can at least hear my voice.
Well, while you're there, keep talking about Texas.
All right.
Oh my God.
It's kind of hard to concentrate on watching
Okay,
you doing your
this is-
ninjutsu on it.
Don't you have raid?
Don't I have raid?
Yeah.
Not really.
Oh
I think-
boy.
You might want to check.
Move
I don't
my
know.
Back.
I can.
All right.
We're gonna keep recording, people.
We're gonna keep going. All right, we gotta keep this train wreck going down the tunnel.
Oh my God. Okay, so Texas. Yeah, they have got spiders in Texas.
They had
Oh my God. Oh my God.
my funny story, because spiders are now mentioned, and you mentioned Texas.
Uh-huh.
When I was working for my grandpa, I was doing mostly gardening work and stuff, and he had this like giant box of gloves, and he said, "Be careful which ones you put your finger into, because there might be a brown reclusive spider
Oh
in
my
there,
God.
and he might bite you, and you might have to get plastic surgery so you'll live."
A girl.
And I was like, "Thanks, Grandpa. I'll be sure to remember that in my nightmares." He also told me this other story where
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I'll interrupt for a sec. Do you have a Swiffer?
We have
we have a mop.
this.
Guys, Swiffers are excellent spider killers for this reason.
Get a mop. Get the mop.
No, Swiffers are good. Oh my God. For ceiling and wall purposes, because once it gets to a flat surface, all I have to do
Squish it.
is... Yeah.
I see. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
So another story my grandpa told me is like we were walking by this big pile of logs that we had to eventually move over somewhere else to make like a little guard for a waterway
Uh-huh.
or something.
I see it.
Oh, you got it? You got it?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
He's gonna kill
Oh
it
my
with a
God.
mop, ladies and
Oh my
gentlemen.
God. Oh my God.
And
Oh my God, oh my God,
it fell somewhere. I am not going behind there anytime soon.
it fell!
You see it?
No, I think it like crumpled up.
I don't
Damn.
think it's dead.
It might not be dead.
I'm pretty sure that's still alive.
He might be on the painting. Because he fell, and he might be like in between the painting.
Oh, that's true. It could be. I'm just kind of expecting like an arachnophobia moment where the giant spider jumps out and then kills its victim.
Right.
I think it's more like an eight-legged freaks moment. Huh?
Thanks,
Well.
Xander, for all of your support and help.
Well, I like going for the older movies.
We've got quite a producer keeping the show going the entire time while also running inside to get a mop to squish the damn thing. Did you get it again?
I saw it move. I think I got it.
Ah. It's
Oh.
not dead until you feel until you can tell it's dead.
Okay, it's. You know what? I'm gonna stop recording so we can actually.
Oh,
take
now
care of
you're going to
this.
stop recording. You know, you almost have the spider dead, but now you decide it's time to stop recording.
Well, we're gonna stop for a second, then we'll be back. Hopefully, all of us will still be alive. So we'll see you in a second.
Bye.
All right, so we're back. The spider hopefully is dead.
We're all hoping.
If not, it'll bite me first because I'm closest to where it fell.
Or maybe it'll bite this fly over there. That's just
One of
hanging
the
out.
many. One of the three. I saw three over there earlier. One must have flew away.
So anyway, Texas.
I don't even know how to continue after our little spider adventure. Although props to Xander right here, who just, in the middle of seeing the spider and us all freaking out, just said keep recording and then tried his best to kill it while we just went crazy in here. Went inside, got a mop and all that nonsense.
Hey, I gotta bring in the views.
Well, you should
How are you
get
going
a
to title
sweater.
the podcast then? Like, just episode 2? Don't title it just episode 2. Make it special.
Episode 3. Just, I'll think of it when it happens. This
know.
is episode 3. Anyway, just go on with your Texas stuff.
All right, Texas. I mean, it was hot.
Well, tell us about the. You were telling me about some stuff like with football.
Oh, football.
TMZ.
Go long
Yeah,
run.
yeah. Football is a giant thing over there. It might. I don't know. To some viewers, it might. Some of you viewers might absolutely love football, and I might sound crazy, but I hate football.
You're not
is.
alone.
It is boring to me. It is really boring, and they take it so seriously over there. My family is like big on fantasy football, which I don't even know how it works. It's like you get a team together and then they get points as they play or something. I don't know.
I like to think that fantasy football is them gathering all of their favorite mythical creatures and characters.
See, I would be into that.
Pretending that they all play a big game of football.
I would
together.
be so into that. It's like how, soccer is usually kind of boring, but then you play Mario Strikers and it's amazing.
Uh-huh.
I actually don't. Okay, soccer. Like I only like soccer when I'm actually playing it, which I'm terrible at.
I'm worse at it.
But what about you were telling me about how our uncle watches TMZ religiously?
He records it.
Oh,
He doesn't
God.
just like tune into it. He records it and then plays it a lot. The religiously part I only got from my dad telling me, but apparently he records every episode and watches every episode, and it is
That is
like it's obnoxious as the parodies make it out to be, if not more so. So
Such a sad use of DVR space.
it's not worth the DVR space, and I don't even like thinking about TMZ.
wow. So is there anything else you any weird things? Because I'm sure like our family thinks about us as like weird in California. Because you were actually lucky enough to be born in LA.
Damn right.
Yeah, we moved out like 9 months after I was born, and then so he's born and raised in LA. I was just raised here.
All right. Anything else I want to say? Well, I went and ate $100 steak, a $100 steak, 2 actually.
Was it delicious?
It was really delish. Very delicious.
You didn't pay anything for it, did
We
you?
didn't pay a damn thing because my dad was working and doing a commercial for the restaurant, which he told me earlier before we did the commercial that the owner came up to him, said, I want the message of your commercial to be, if you come here, you will get laid. And so that was pretty much the entirety of the commercial.
So that's one of those commercials with a Texas guy with half-naked women thrown around him kind of thing going on.
I would prefer that. It was just kind of like, it was like those, resort hotel kind of commercials where you see like the woman getting ready, and then there's like slow shots of them smiling and walking inside.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, but
That
whatever.
doesn't scream you get laid. Oh, well, I'm sure it's a lovely commercial.
The guy in the commercial, he looked like Matthew Broderick.
Okay, that's
Like,
not
he looked like Matthew Broderick if he was just a little bit more handsome and extremely buff.
That's
That dude ate like
frightening image.
That dude ate a 40-ounce steak before I even finished my $100 steak, which was like
Yikes.
much less. And he also had like a glass of wine, a scotch, a couple of egg rolls, some oysters. Like, the dude ate like an elephant or something.
Jeez.
Sounds amazing.
Well, yeah, it's one of those many instances where I'm like, I am glad to be out of Texas. I love visiting it, but maybe aside from Austin, I could never live there.
Never, never. I couldn't even live in Austin. It's the heat. It's the humidity mainly, because
Yeah.
it's absolutely boiling in here. but you
Yeah.
know, that's because we don't have the amazing air conditioning systems that is required to even exist in Texas.
Yes, and plus, this just happens to be the bad time where California is in a drought.
Yeah.
Right. But, you know, my point still stands we don't have like an air conditioning system that's like gigantic and right outside the house and fills the entire house. We have like room air conditioners, like the one I'm just pointing to right here,
Yeah.
that we have off because, you know, recording. We're
Yeah.
doing this for you. Sweating my ass off for you, ladies
right,
and
well,
gentlemen.
I think.
I love you.
Well, I think we're gonna let you go since you pretty much told us your fun adventures in Texas without me.
Mm-hmm.
It was very fun.
Well, did you eat any delicious barbecue?
Once or twice, I think.
Once. Oh, man.
I
were
was
there for a month?
I was working a lot, and it was mostly like Taco Cabana
Oh, yeah.
and Taco Cabana and stuff from HEB.
Okay, well, you got a Texas experience.
Clearly, because those are too regional. Those are too much of a regional reference for any of my listeners who don't live in Texas.
There should be a Taco Cabana here because those are good.
What's the burger place? It's not Fat Burger, but
I think more than anything I saw like Burger King.
Whataburger, that's it.
Whataburger?
Yeah, Whataburger.
Did not eat there.
Well, I guess for some reason whenever I'm in Texas, my uncle tries to go there.
I just remembered before I go, like going to Texas was my first experience going to a high school football game. Keep in mind,
in Texas.
I'm 19 and in college, and that was my first high school football game, and probably the last football game I'll be going to for a long while because my college doesn't even have a football team. So that was interesting. A lot of dude bro high schoolers at that private Catholic school.
Were the cheerleaders crazy?
Cheerleaders were boring.
Oh, really?
Well, because cheerleading in itself is completely boring. They
Well,
do
yeah.
like their little routine, and then they like do the little step forward, go let's go Central or wherever, and then they just stand there for like 10 minutes, and then they do another routine,
Oh,
walk
man.
forward and do their little let's go whatever, and they just stand there
That's
and just
too
kind of like
bad.
talk and their hands on their hips.
I feel like cheerleaders, because they're supposed to be the pep ralliers, so they should like constantly be peppy and cheering.
They were bored.
That sucks.
It must have been the heat.
They were just bored because it was getting dark by the time. It was still a little hot and humid, but
Well, they probably just weren't Texas cheerleaders then. They were just normal cheerleaders.
I'm sure.
So all cheerleaders outside Texas are boring.
Well, because my stepmom, she lived in Texas for a really long time. And my stepsister, she sort of grew up there. And it was like right before like the middle school time where all of the moms at school were talking to her about getting, my stepsister Amy into cheerleading because that was the thing to do. Like that was the coolest thing that you could do. And then like a step below that was like the color guard or something. And then, I don't know. It goes down. Your after school activities go down in coolness from cheerleader.
Yeah.
So I just know that they take their like after school groups seriously. So I'm surprised to hear that in a state such as Texas that there were boring cheerleaders.
I mean, I'm sure it's the same way at that school where cheerleading is like cheerleading and football, obviously, or like the top of the. I just never experienced that with my school because I went to a visual and performing arts school, and it was like theater and dance and music groups were like the top, and everything else kind of just went to the sidelines.
All right, so basically all the performing arts are your football.
Pretty much, yeah.
Except Texas takes high school football very seriously. Your school takes
Theater mainly.
theater
Theater-
seriously to the nth degree.
Yeah, to
Nerd.
the point where it will bankrupt the school because they keep on going way over budget with their shows and
Oh man.
don't nearly meet the.
I wish I went to your school.
My school was cool.
That sounds
Okay.
awesome.
Anyone who is listening from or that is going to or
I
did go
don't-
to I'm taking a chance.
Okay.
I am taking a chance. Who did go or has gone or is going to Central Vapa. I keep on messing up the names.
I keep calling it Stark Expo because they actually shot Iron Man 2 there as Stark Expo.
Anyone who is going to that school, I know it kind of sucks, all the administrative stuff, but it is a good school. Keep going to it. Say hi to Schiller for me.
Okay, I thought you were going to trash it, like say, don't go here.
I mean, go there because, a lot of cool stuff there, but, it's some work. It's some work.
All right. Well, thank you for being on the show, Nick, for your plug for Stark Expo and your Texas adventures.
No problem. I'm going to keep playing the Smash demo because I got the Smash demo and it's fucking good.
Have
You
fun.
know, by the time this goes up, the demo will be available for everyone.
Then go play the Smash demo. It's out probably by now, hopefully. If Xander can keep a schedule, then it's out.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So,
Well-
there's that.
Yeah, I mean, going off of that, you were born in Texas, but you were raised in California.
Yes.
Whereas I was born and raised in Wisconsin, so Midwest. What kind of, maybe we should talk about the stereotypes these places had of each other.
Well, I
as
think
we grew up.
I think we've kind of established that our Texas stereotypes and how I pretty much escaped the Texas stereotype because I always wonder.
Yeah, but the California stereotype.
Oh.
Yes, there are many. Like, where do you fall? Where do you think you fall into the Los Angeles, California raised?
I don't know. I feel like where do I fall into? Well, do you fall into any stereotype?
Let's see. All right, so in the Midwest, what are key stereotypes? I don't know. I feel like I'm a lot like Mark Ruffalo because he was born in my hometown too.
Really?
Yes, Kenosha, Wisconsin, represent.
So the Hulk is born.
Yeah.
Same
Yes.
hometown.
Yes, I take pride in that. And I think I just remember hearing an interview where he was like, yeah, we lived there for a really long time. And then I moved out west and everything that I had been outdated for like 10 years already in California.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically a guy who was a huge geek. And I'd probably say, yeah, that's true. That Wisconsin is very behind the times, but they don't really seem to notice or care, which is nice, I guess. But at the same time, I'm not looking back.
That's probably a good thing. Luckily, I was like too young to be like I'm not looking back at my life was in Texas because I literally have no memory of it.
Well, yeah,
the
you were
first
only
9
9 months old.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
But my stereotype. Okay, since I was raised in California, some reason I want to say the Hollywood hipsters, except that I am anything but a hipster.
Yeah.
I'm just a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's just me, a nerd. Huh?
All right.
But speaking of stereotypes, we do have a story.
Sorry. I'm
It's all right.
like a bit of a dry cough.
It's all right. That the drafts will do that.
Yeah.
You remember when that big leak of celebrity photos?
I do, and then I remembered thinking and seeing that SpongeBob meme of him saying imagination, but instead the words were, who cares?
Oh, that.
So
Yeah.
that was my take of the whole thing, and people are still talking about it.
That was kind of my reaction too. It's like, okay, so I mean, it's not a good thing.
No, but I'm shocked it hasn't happened before now, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
we've seen this happen to many famous people beforehand, but not in this giant mass sort of wiki files type leak.
mm-hmm.
But so yeah, no one likes their privacy.
No, and I mean that does suck for those actresses who
Yeah.
had their phones hacked and stuff, but
Yeah, nobody likes their privacy to be unveiled. Even the guy who distributed those photos on Reddit. And we talk about stereotypes. This guy right here, fat, freckled, neckbeard nerd. It sort of reminds me of that one Jesus painting like a couple of years ago where the old woman tried to restore it but ended up like painting some sort of monkey.
Oh, weird.
You never saw that?
No, I never saw that.
Okay, well, I'll show it to you once we get through this story. But
yeah, let's see. He looks like a really okay. I like Nick Frost, and I think Nick Frost is very lovely.
Who doesn't?
He's actually pretty handsome for Nick Frost. This guy looks like an extremely ugly version and creepy version of Nick Frost.
So American Nick Frost.
American Nick Frost. There we go. Yes. There. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm. Okay. Let's see. So the guy. So I guess we still haven't found the actual person who hacked into the iCloud's accounts of all those celebrities to steal their photos. This is why This is one of those moments where I'm glad. Like, A, I don't have anything to hide, and B, I have no idea how to access the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sign up for cloud. It's like, okay, whatever. And it's like set up your iPhoto to sync with the cloud. Set up your iTunes or whatever the fuck you sync to the cloud. And I'm just like, I've got shit to do. I'll do it later. And not once have I ever decided to go back and share. Anyway, the story says, but we found the guy who made them so readily available on Reddit. And get this, he feels like we invaded his privacy. Please excuse me as a single tear goes trailing down my cheek. Yeah, I love how most of the stories that we found always seem to have this whoever the different people are that write these stories we found, they always have this hint of sarcasm.
Well, in order to be a good blogger, you need to have sarcasm on your side.
Yeah, so props to you. And let's see. His name is John Randall Menees. I'm just going to call him American Nick Frost.
Oh, from Las Vegas, Nevada. That lovely place. I'm surprised that such a great, outstanding human being could come from there. Yeah.
Or a second guess would have been Florida, but that's for another show. He insists to the Daily Mail that he's done nothing wrong, and this is in quotes. Although he was the one who collected the stolen images of over 100 celebrities and displayed them on the Reddit forum, the Fappening, super Reddit that was later shut down to great outrage. Yeah, ew, indeed. Took me a while to catch on to your quote, but I'm not going to go into this. Whose name comes from a combination of the happening and fap, internet slang for masturbation. So out of all the titles, like, for movies to don something as, you had to pick an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Mm-hmm. I guess it couldn't have been anything else. His angle is that he isn't in the wrong because he didn't pull any content from 4chan, those motherfuckers, or download any of the photos, just made a list of links where Reddit users, 250 million of them in fact, could find them easily. Hang on, I gotta do a fat nerd voice. I'm sure it'll pop up as I read it, because I gotta prep for it, like, in a while.
How about, I didn't necessarily share the content with millions.
That sounds like a movie trailer. That sounds
Does
like
that sound like a movie trailer?
That sounds like a tired version of the Honest Trailers guy.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't listen to that enough, but yeah, so I don't know, something like that.
I didn't necessarily share the content with millions. I just created the subreddit and tried to ride the wave. I only put up links to other posts that we're doing well. I never uploaded a single thing, and I never downloaded a single thing.
I bet that's bullshit.
That wasn't why I created the Fappening. I created it because I liked the name and I wrote out what happened. But if people want to call me a hero or cyber warrior, then I'm not going to stop them.
What?
Yeah,
Who's calling him a cyber warrior? Actually,
His mind.
oh, right. Because I've only heard sex criminal and sex offender.
Yes, you were talking about that like SpongeBob. Who cares?
Yeah.
What was who was calling him a hero or cyber warrior? His imagination.
It's got to be a scary place.
Reddit.
No, his imagination.
I probably Reddit too.
And Reddit.
And 4chan I think is like just a living hell on the internet.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Does the rest of the article say anything other than that he was just angry?
Well, it does have a tweet from him.
Okay, what's the tweet?
Let's keep reading. We'll save that for last because I read it and it's funny. I think in like the whole like you're stupid way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that should be a problem for you. I don't think you'll have to stop anyone from patting you on the back. Maybe the authorities, but I'll let you handle that on your own. It wasn't me who brought these photos to the mainstream. The users did that. I always have to. I don't know why. I always have to finish.
Why are you incriminating Doctor?
Dr. Frank?
Yeah,
Professor
Dr.
Frank?
Don't do that.
Should probably incriminate someone else.
Yeah, Professor Frank did nothing involved with these Reddit photos.
I'll think. We have one more quote from him. I'll think of something. Hopefully.
Okay.
That's right, buddy. We all have our roles to play, and you played yours. But even though he refuses to take responsibility for his extremely significant role in the dissemination, because I can't read for shit, of the stolen photos, he has no problem putting the blame on the original thief or thieves, and even on the women themselves. Okay, I'm going to go on another rant here.
Mm-hmm.
I hate, like, there's one thing, like, I hate the whole, like, blame the victim situation, because, I mean, there is a part that it's like, there is a part where it's like, you saw what happened to some other people beforehand, so be a little more careful, but there's also, like, their privacy was invaded, so you can't blame them because
no, I mean it's okay, so it's like people who online bank and have things online that is part of their privacy and like that, and when someone comes in and hacks their accounts, like all of that information is out in the public, but it's not like you have to say, oh, be careful, like you shouldn't have been online banking in the first place. It's like, well, but the person shouldn't have been stealing my information. I don't know.
Yeah,
just try to do the best to lock up your safe, like stuff that you don't want other people to know.
Change your password frequently. Like there was a story that came out that like around 5 million Google Plus passwords were hacked.
Oh yeah.
By Russia, I think.
I heard that.
And like the very first thing I did was go to my YouTube channel because it's synced with Google Plus and changed my password.
Yeah.
So it's like done.
I've like been changing my email password every 3 months, I think.
I have so many emails, like it's hard to keep track of. I even like recently got a 6th email address for my work.
That's crazy.
Like I have one that doesn't work.
Yeah.
One that works for my old YouTube channel and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
One that's used for personal emails. Another where I get YouTube responses from this channel. And then my UC Santa Cruz email account, which I don't think works anymore since I graduated.
Yeah.
And then now I have another email address that I'm still trying to figure out how to set up or link to my mail application. Okay, let's see if I here's the other quote. Let's see if I can not imitate Professor Frank.
Especially since this is a pretty offensive one.
Oh,
I think. Okay. The actual hackers are going to go to jail. There's no doubt about that. And they deserve to go to jail. But as far as the rest of the internet, finding these pictures and posting them, it's already out there. ... I never taken any naked photos of myself, and I don't plan to.
Well, that's good, because no one wants to see you naked.
That's yes.
I'm sorry, but he's pretty...
Yeah. But that's crazy, dude. Don't you see how crazy that is? Because this hacker could use the same logic, the original photos of the celebrities were already out there in their accounts, so all he was technically doing was finding them and helping other people see them. Just like you did when you posted links to the pictures. And here's the tweet. It says, I now know how Richard Nixon felt. It's like, you maybe want to think you know how these celebrities felt.
Yeah.
That's the part that had me laughing. It's like you had a chance to like kind of redeem yourself, I guess, then since your info's been hacked, and say, shit, now I know how all the celebrities I distributed the photos of feel.
Yeah, you could at least be apologetic for it.
Yeah. You had a chance to be apologetic when the time came, and you blew it!
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just now I know how Richard Nixon felt. That's okay. I guess not really.
And just like that, I'm doing right now, when I make sure more people know your name, your Twitter handle, and have your picture.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because that's one thing we all want is more of him. American Nick Frost.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Nick Frost. He's nothing like you. You're way better.
Yeah. Even when you play a buffoon in Shaun the Dead and Hot Fuzz, you're better.
Oh, yeah, you're like...
Because you're the lovable buffoon. You're not
Yes, this guy is like... I'm sorry I even brought up that comparison. It's like he's nothing like you. I'm sorry, Nick Frost.
For some reason, hopefully it'll happen one day. I like expecting Nick Frost replies to this or something. Maybe that's what I should do when I distribute this video on Twitter. Just do American hashtag Nick Frost.
No, don't do that.
It might get his attention.
Oh no, don't do that. I like him. I don't want him to.
But
think
we're praising him.
I know. but I think, like, even though I wasn't even saying that this guy is even remotely like him, I still brought up him and this guy in the same sentence.
That's true.
So, bad on me.
Yeah, I mean, this guy could use some exercise.
Good segue.
Yeah. Or maybe we could get him this. This next thing I have comes from Tech Times. But I discovered this on a Colbert Report, like with the vape shot. That ridiculous drink, that ridiculous thing that turns alcohol to vapor. Come on, you piece of crap.
Pavlok fitness band gives you a shock if you don't exercise hard enough.
And yeah, we're trying to read the story, but
well,
there we go. Page unresponsive.
I don't know. We don't necessarily have to read the story. We can just give them the gist of it.
Okay. Well, basically, since Chrome is being a dick right now, basically what I understand from this is you wear this bracelet on your arm that, like, its method of keeping you in shape is like it'll shock you when you're exercising. So like if you fail to continue exercising, which I think this is just me, but I think like I can imagine just a lot of angry people as a result of that. You know how like exercising is supposed to relax you in a way. I mean, it gives you a workout, but it'll like clear your mind, make you feel a little better. This is the thing to make you like really just irritated at exercising. Like, I'm tired. God damn it! I'm exercising.
Well, it's like that annoying personal trainer, but it's a bracelet.
Oh, I'd rather take the annoying personal trainer.
I would too, because at least you can shout back at it and not seem like you're completely insane.
It's true. Plus, like, if you get pissy at them for training you to the nth degree, but then you go have a beer with them, which completely destroys any like credibility for them giving you exercise.
Do personal trainers drink beer?
They might have the VAP shot.
No. Oh yeah, VAP shot.
And Chrome still going off, but it's
That's fine.
basically it's like it's a bracelet, but it's also like you download an app on your phone, at least from what I remember.
So it's just like you tell it when you're exercising.
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's like I'm going. Yeah, like there's a lot of apps that like show how you're exercising, that kind of stuff. It's just I want to come back, like if I'm ever using an exercise app, I want to come back, like check the results as like, wow, I did really good. I don't want to have to like come back and just like I hate this fucking thing. Take it off, take the Pavlok bracelet off the arm and just throw it against the wall, stomp it to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
just...
I feel like this is the thing for people like me who say that I need something to help push myself. But I feel like this is not, like, I don't know. When I say that, I'm thinking I need a friend to go with me to work out. Or I need someone else to come with me and do a physical activity with.
Yeah.
Whereas this is just, I don't know, seems useless, annoying.
Yeah, yeah, again, the friend will probably annoy you if they're that big of a fitness nut because...
Oh, well, I just meant if I go to the gym with someone, then I know that I'm there, and while I'm there, I'll make the most of it.
Yeah, I mean, you do, like, have someone there to push you, and then you can do the same.
Yeah.
Vice versa. So, and plus, they don't like, have a taser next to them to, like, hey,
yeah,
get to exercising. You know, I actually just realized I have a dead taser over there.
Oh,
I have no idea I have no idea where the taser came from.
You
But
found it on the street.
No, this was in the house.
Oh, jeez.
But it doesn't work. It's like has no batteries, and even if you put new batteries in, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's weird.
I just have no idea why there's a taser here, and so yeah, like let's see where we're at. We're at 32 minutes, but given that we had to stop the show for spider fight,
oh yeah, which
we've been recording for about 45 minutes, so we've been on long enough without that weird spider
incident
thing coming back. So have you were you able to check out next gen games that I?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, because I recommended Cassie Next Gen Games. This little like retro gaming store on La Brea. If you don't, no, it's not on La Brea. It's on Wilshire. If you guys who are in LA don't know it, you should check it out, especially if you like to get old games. Because I got an N64 there for about $60. And it's a pretty cool place. And I'm sorry, I'm distracted by Chrome. It's like not functioning right.
Yeah, I'd say just try closing the page down. I don't know.
All right. Well, I think we talked enough about the Pavlok. We don't need another image of American Nick Frost.
Nope. But yeah, because I'm in the market for a new N64. My system right now is like dead or dying. I'm not sure, but it doesn't play any of my games, which makes me sad.
It could be a combination of both.
Don't say that, because I've been wanting to play Pokemon Snap for a really long time.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't been able to play it yet.
I just want to try to get... there's a lot of stuff I want to get. Luckily, I could get them for like less than $20.
Yeah.
Like the 2 Pokemon Stadiums are the ones that I want.
Yeah, I've never played that game.
Well, you... Like, to really get the full experience, you need the older games, like... Pokemon Red and Blue to Crystal, but
which I have.
Then you're in the clear if you just get a Game Boy sync thing to your N64.
Crazy.
Well, I think it's like there's a device for the N64 controller you plug in, then you put the Game Boy game in there, and then you just sync up your team.
That's awesome. Yeah,
but one thing that always had me laughing about the Pokemon Stadium games is like the only way I've ever played them was just renting Pokemon. So I would just like rent just choose any Pokemon. And sometimes because I'm just like I had this big ego back in the day of not wanting to lose. Like I would get like the strongest Pokemon for my team, and then for the computer's team, I would give them like Caterpie,
Aw.
just like the small weak ones.
Yeah.
But the one mechanic that has me laughing whenever I play the game is like you will attack, like if you attack someone, you show like the animation of the attack, like say Pokemon's doing something and they attack, and then it cuts to the other Pokemon, like it's like oops, it missed. So you get an awesome attack animation. Like,
Yeah.
Yosh, it missed. It's like that's probably the biggest like dick thing
Yeah.
the game can do, because in the later games, the GameCube ones, it would just say like it would just have a text box saying Pokemon use so and so, and then it would show the animation, or it would cut to the other Pokemon. It's like it missed or failed.
Yeah.
And then the one for the Wii, which actually is pretty bad, mainly because it's like boring.
Oh.
The only thing you can do
Too bad.
is sync up your team from the DS games before Black and White.
Okay.
There are no mini games, there's no story, so it's just kind of boring.
That's weird.
But like what they'll do is like when the text appears, like Charizard used Fire Blast or something, like it'll either show it doing the attack as the text is going, but if the text is going and they do nothing, then like that's an automatic clue that you didn't hit anything.
Oh.
So that's one of the reasons like why it's boring, because
Yeah.
in Pokemon Stadium you're like watching the animations like, okay, here it comes, and then there's that whole moment of like you missed, and it's like, what?
It's like when you're like in any of the Pokemon Game Boy games, like whenever you're playing the final gym leaders, or like the before you become the Pokemon Master.
Yeah.
It's like you keep playing them, and for some reason, like their last Pokemon, no matter what, they'll have like 5 super potions that they didn't use, or hyper potions that they haven't used before. And then all of your attacks keep missing, and then your Pokemon keeps getting confused, and you run out of all of your stuff to help that with.
Yeah,
and then
items.
it's just so frustrating.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like whenever I play a Pokemon game, it's like I always have the most difficulty on the second gym leader. For some reason, like the first Pokemon game I actually played was Yellow, but because I was a fan of the anime back in the day, I would always have that instinct of I gotta get the Pokemon's health to 0 before I can capture it.
Oh, yeah.
And then again, because like you start out with Pikachu in Yellow, you can't get past Brock because Pikachu and all the other Pokemon you get before can't do shit.
I know, it sucks. Unless you're like me, and like I always use fire types except in Yellow. And with fire types and rock or water, I just get them up to a level to where they're more than the gym leader Pokemon, and then I don't know, I have no skill or technique.
That mean it. I'm one of those guys who plays Pokemon, but like at times doesn't care for like the super statistics.
Yeah, I'm starting to get more into that now as I play. Is the spider back?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Hang tight.
Ew, it's so gross. Ew, it's disgusting. Ew. Ah. No, gross. No. Eee! Did you get it?
Yes, it's dead.
It's dead.
And yeah, it's dead. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
All right.
I can only imagine what would happen if we actually used video footage.
Well, it would have been not just sound effects of me freaking out, but them actually seeing me freak out.
Yeah, which luckily we're gonna keep it audio for some time. Like it's like this is just gonna be a solely audio podcast. That way you can just do other things while you listen to us speak.
Yeah.
But where were we? I saw a spider. Those are just flies. Don't worry about them.
Is that another spider up there?
That's a fly.
Are you sure?
Yes, that is a fly. A very
Okay.
big fly.
I'm seeing a lot of things now. I don't like it.
Come back, Cassie. But yes, I was like that guy. Like I don't care about like the catch rate of a Pokeball because it's like it's too complicated for me to like I'm just gonna keep throwing balls at it until like I get
Until you catch it.
or cheat and use Master Ball hack.
I don't know any of the Master Ball hacks.
You gotta get an action replay, like for the DS games at least.
Mm-hmm.
But because like the super legendary Pokemon, like Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, like I always figured that all of them should be in Master Balls. But it's like you gotta save your Master Ball for one of them, and a lot of people like to use them for the runners.
Yeah. Well, don't they all run?
No, the Pokemon. No, like your Latios or Latias and your Raikou and Entei, like you come across
those ones
them.
are just big battles stuff.
Yeah, the big battles, like if it's a legendary mascot, then that's something I need to catch in a Master Ball. And then like the trios, the birds, they can just go in Ultra Balls.
Well, see, for the ones that if you try to battle with them to like weaken them and then they like run away, those are the ones I would try to use Master Ball for.
Right, that's the one the majority of people use them on.
Yeah.
Even though you could just throw a Master Ball and it just catches instantly.
Yeah.
Because I always like the first Pokemon game I ever played from beginning to end was Ruby.
Oh, okay.
So like I had the instinct, like they say the Master Ball catches in one throw. I'm still gonna fight Groudon.
Yeah.
Weaken it and then throw a Master Ball at it because I'm just that cautious. And then I get to Latios and I'm like, keeps running away. I have to keep finding it. It's like maybe I should have waited. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I like to get Omega Ruby.
Omega Ruby.
The Ruby and Sapphire remakes that are coming out in 2 months.
On the 3DS?
Yeah.
I need a 3DS.
Yeah, the only one I got was my it was a hand-me-down 3DS.
Oh, okay.
It still works, and it's the cool like blue colored 3DS.
Yeah, that one was nice.
So that one works. But that should be cool. Anyway, I'd like to say that we might be done, but as usually the case is with our shows, we seem to go on a little longer about anything. But I mean, unless you have anything else to say, you think?
No, not really. I don't know. I'm kind of.
All right, I think maybe we're done. Okay, 42 minutes in the second part, so we've been on for a good hour.
Yeah.
A lot of excitement with a spider, Texas, and our first McJuggerNugget free show.
Yay! Stop plugging him.
Who?
Exactly. Anyway.
But anyway, that is episode 3 of Rooftop Chats, the casual podcast where we bullshit anything and everything. So we're gonna try something a little different for the ending. We're gonna see. I'm going to ask. Well, actually, 2 things. I'm going to ask you guys out there if you have any questions to ask us. I think like after doing a trilogy of episodes, I think it's safe to do some questions if people have any. If I'm popular enough, if we're popular enough.
If you have questions, we may possibly have answers.
We'll answer the best ones because if you sent, because there's some questions that we get that are just stupid. And it's like, why am I even answering this? Like, that's the beauty about taking questions through email or Twitter. It's like you can filter the shitty ones.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then also I'm still holding this contest. This is your first time hearing about it, but
yeah.
I recently got just if you haven't seen the video beforehand, I got Star Trek: The Compendium on Blu-ray, which has the 2 J.J. Abrams Star Treks, and it came with a digital copy for both movies. What I'm doing is I already have a digital copy of the first Star Trek, so I'm giving away my digital copy of the first Star Trek that came with it.
To me.
If no one responds back, you could get it. But basically, the contest is come up with a plot for the next Star Trek movie. Whatever I think the best one is, you will get that digital code. And if Cassie comes up with the best plot, then she gets it.
Can I come up with an alternate version of the Wrath of Khan remake?
Sure. I mean, we've
I mean, no
our
offense.
our opinions differentiate on Star Trek Into Darkness, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I can't remember if I had this conversation with you, but it just made me laugh. Like, throughout the whole movie, it was like, oh, Khan's blood is rejuvenative. And I was like, oh no, I wonder who's going to die and who they're going to need to rejuvenate with using Khan's blood. And it was like, so the whole movie was just, I don't know, very predictable and safe, and I was not surprised.
Speaking of rejuvenating with blood.
Is that spider back?
It is. So we're
I'm going to kill this spider.
I'm going to cut this show off right now. So you might want to grab the rag over there.
No, that rag does nothing. Let's see. Okay.
We could do This Is Sparta kick to it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's still alive. You need spray.
Okay, well, I think we're done for the show. So that's episode 3. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.